Good morning. It is Tuesday. I have a quick 4.5 mile easy run. I don't usually start the vlog on Tuesdays, but I had to move my run from yesterday to today, and I don't know, I thought it might be cool to start the vlog and include one of my longer work days. I'm getting to start the workday with a little time to myself out on the run, and I have about a half hour left in my audiobook, which has been really good. It's the Lake House Murder, something like that. I don't know. One of these days I will get the title of whatever I'm reading correct, but the book is really good. So this is like the perfect length of run to finish it. Let's get out there and see what happens. I just finished my first 2 sessions of the day. Yesterday really got ahead of me, and it's honestly why I typically don't film on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, because I just get locked in client work and things like that. I have a bit of a break before my next batch of sessions today, so I'm going to catch up on some emails. I'm going to keep editing. And some great news: my phone upgrade, my new iPhone, is out for delivery. Joe's job this morning is stalking the UPS van to wait for that. I am excited, and I'm hoping it comes, fingers crossed, before my next session so I can do the upgrade and have it ready to go. I'm trying to decide what it is I want to eat for lunch, although I'm probably not going to eat until after my 12 o'clock. I'm just glad that it's hump day, and my goal is to get some good work done on editing this video so I don't have to spend my whole afternoon tomorrow finishing it. So the goal is being productive, is locking in, is doing the things I need to do, not getting distracted, not scrolling. This is me talking to you, trying to hold me accountable for how I'm going to use my just open work block. That said, I should probably stop yapping so I can do the things that I say I'm gonna do. Good morning. It is Thursday. I am here at the gym because it's technically a deload week, even though I've switched around my long runs. We can talk about that later. I'm here to do speed because I only have to do 4.5 miles, so I can tolerate doing that on the treadmill today. Yesterday was such a journey. I ended up having to switch my schedule around because the saga of us trying to upgrade these darn phones has been insane. As you know, we went to the T-Mobile store. We went to 3 different T-Mobile stores on Sunday, none of which had the iPhone 17 Pro or 17 Pro Max in stock. So we ended up ordering it on Sunday on the app. Cut to Monday, we wake up, the order is canceled. So Joe goes down to T-Mobile again, orders the phones there, Cut to yesterday, which was when we were supposed to have the phones delivered through UPS. We needed to be home to sign for them. We are tracking the UPS guy all morning. Joe is able to sign for the phones. And when he comes through the door, I'm clocking the box like they shipped this order out on Monday. And this box looks like it has seen the entire country in 48 hours. That's weird. It's beat up. We open the box. Not only is there one phone instead of two, the phone in the box is not an iPhone. It is a random Samsung Galaxy that we did not order, no packing slip, nothing. Bizarre. So we end up calling customer service. By we, I mean Joe. They are telling us to bring the phone, go back to the store. We should be able to get the phones. They were able to give us some locations in our area that had the phones we were looking for in stock. We go to the T-Mobile. We tell the girl right at the front when they come up to greet us what's going on. She's confused. I can tell from her expression. She is like, I am too new. This is above me. I'm handing you off to the more senior person. Get to the more senior associate. We have to tell this man like 3 times because he's not getting it. And I don't blame him because we don't know what's happening either. On time number 3, he's trying to ask, like, so you don't like the phone, you're trying to return it? And we're like, yo, we did not order this phone. We don't know why we have this phone. After we explain it like 3 times, he finally gets it. He has to call customer service. We are now listening to this man explain to them 3 times what's happening. And we're all confused. We leave the store that day with no new phones. As you can see, I still have my previous iPhone, which is fine. I'm going to just keep charging it multiple times a day, whatever. We did not end up getting the phones because we have to return this random Samsung that we have one, and they have to basically run an investigation into what happened to the phones that they ordered. So they said it takes about 5 days. They are currently running the serial number to see if they can like ping a location or any usage to try to figure out what happened. But the guy was kind of more or less implying like we are kind of thinking like somebody at UPS did something shady. Like they weren't accusing us of trying to like conduct this elaborate scam to get 2 free iPhones. Like at this point, I'm just happy to pay for the phone. He would have sold us the upgrades. We didn't want to pay again while we wait and potentially be paying for 4 different phones. So now we are in this phase while we wait for T-Mobile to try to figure out what happened to the phones. Joe is supposed to hear an update next week. So ideally, they'll be like, yep, y'all didn't get the phones, refund, let's try this again. Wow, this has been quite the saga in getting a phone. So that kind of took up yesterday because it was one of those things where we thought we were going to get the phones, and because of how our schedules were set up, there's not many opportunities, especially we have some stuff going on this weekend where we weren't going to be able to get back to the T-Mobile. Oh, it's been a whole thing. Long story short, whatever, is we still have the phones. So TBD when I will be showing up here with a new phone. Hopefully in next week's vlog, we'll have an update about the phones. It ended up being nice because we were able to, we stopped at In-N-Out on the way back and got some snacks, and we watched Iron Man because I am indeed actually going to watch the Marvel universe of movies. I'm going to follow the little charts I've seen on Instagram. This might also be a series of me becoming a Marvel girl, which was not on my 2026 bingo card. So you can tell by my perkiness, the pre-workout has been drank. It is a few minutes before the gym opens, so I'm gonna get up there and do this workout. Not really even in the mood to run. This is like a training block where I'm like not, like I don't want to do the things. I think it's the heat. I was reading like a little infographic thing on Instagram yesterday about how it's way more humid than usual in LA, which makes me feel like I'm not crazy because the mornings have been brutal. The nights have been brutal. I moved here for the dry heat. So climate change really shaking up my life plan. Good morning, it's Friday. We are pretty much right back where we started the vlog yesterday, because Thursday really got ahead of me. I kind of forgot to film, forgot to pick up the camera. Thankfully, it is Friday. I'm gonna do my speed. Oh my God. Crazy. I did that yesterday. I have strength training, so as usual, I'm at the gym waiting for it to open. I have kind of a packed Friday client-wise, but I'll be done before 2. So the morning is a little jam-packed. I intend to definitely capture a bit more of my day today. I don't know about you, but something that always happens to me is when I put books on hold with the library, it's like I'm putting books on hold and I need something to read. And all of my holds are like 4 weeks, 6 weeks, a couple months. And without fail, every time when I get one hold come through on Libby, they all do. So I am at a point now where I have like 4 or 5 different books on Libby that came off of hold at the same time. So I think this week it might be a little bit of a readathon. I'm almost halfway through my murder. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm invested enough to want to finish it. And if anything, I want to finish it to get to the other books I have on hold. So I think a big part of this weekend is going to be reading because my library holds run me. I really want to get back in my bed, and if I can't get back in my bed, I want to have my coffee. So I gotta get this workout done to get my coffee. It's Friday afternoon. We have made it. I feel like this week has been so hectic and I didn't get to capture as much of it as I would like. I have finished my sessions for the day. I dropped Joe up at work. I picked up some groceries. I did the chores that were centered in the kitchen. So now all I have left before I can shower and settle in is changing the sheets. I already changed the sheets in Sloane's room. I have to change them in here. Changing my duvet cover is the bane of my existence. So I am excited to catch up on Married at First Sight while I force myself to do this chore, and then hopefully just relax for the rest of the evening, catch up on some shows. I absolutely need to read today because my library holds are stacking up. I'm just really thankful it's Friday. I really don't want to change the duvet cover. In fact, I'm yapping so much because I'm avoiding it, but the sooner I get it done, the sooner I can just kick back and relax. I'm actually so excited because I got some press-on nails. I do have some just like plain press-ons because I do my nails at home, but I would have to paint them. I got this brand called Chill Tips. I've gotten them before in this cool little like scrubbed down pattern. I've been really over painting my nails because I feel like they chip immediately no matter what I do. So I'm excited to just have something that will make my hands look nice, clean, put together, that won't require too much painting effort on my end. So the goal for the afternoon is to just get this done, have a really chill, relaxing Friday. It's so hot here. The humidity has been out of control for LA. I did not move here for this humidity. If I wanted that, I would have stayed in New England. But luckily the air conditioner is on, the fan is on, the shades are drawn. So I am going to pretend it is cool vibes in here for the rest of the afternoon. Okay, I'm gonna change the duvet cover. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I have so much Married at First Sight to watch. I didn't know there was 3 episodes. Oh my God.
The couple's initial first like obviously at this dinner, we're all gonna be like talking about
what he does. He postures, right? Here's what I have. Here's what I do. Here's my. I want to come in a lot more. I feel like we have got.
Ugh. I remembered as I was changing the sheets that I do need to water my plants. But I think that is a chore that I can put off until tomorrow. I'm gonna catch my breath because changing that duvet took a lot out of me. I'm gonna watch a little Married at First Sight and hop in the shower. We are officially commencing the Friday evening.
I just mentioned that there are a lot of great things about our marriage and about Sean. It's clear to me why we were matched.
Good morning. I'm out here, 5 a.m. Starting a new audiobook. Like 15 minutes in. I started it while I was getting ready. So far, so good. Let's get out on the run and see how it goes. Cheers. That was sweaty. The humidity here is still absolutely insane. If it weren't for my shoes and socks being dry, I swear you would think I just jumped in a pool or something. The run still felt great. I started a new audiobook today. Oh my god, I can picture the cover. I forget what it's called. Anyway, I started a new audiobook. I think it's by David Ellis. I've heard his books are really good. So this is the first one I'm reading by him. So far, so good. I feel like I'm 3 for 3 on bangers for audiobooks, which is great because nothing's worse than picking a dud for an audiobook and then you're bored on the run. Oh my god, look at you, cutie. Time to get to my favorite part of the day, which is the coffee portion. Yay. Good afternoon and happy Summerween Saturday. We are showered and done with the to-do list. Well, kind of. I am in the middle of watering my plants. I said I was going to water them yesterday and I pretty much forgot today. So I am watering my plants that are most in need of some tender, loving care, and they are marinating in their water and fertilizer. It is time for our Summerween Saturday shenanigans. I previously said I'm going to be doing a lot of reading, so before I pick my spooky viewing of the afternoon, I'm hopefully going to finish my murder. I am 82% done. So I'm almost done. I think I can probably finish it in the next hour or so. My coffee, this is my second one of the day, is so good. I forget what pod I used, but I have been deep on Nespresso TikTok and I sweetened it with honey and I used the cookie butter. Yeah, the cookie butter Chobani creamer with a little bit of oat milk. Ugh. Oh my gosh, this is so delightful. I can't. Back to the books. We got so much to talk about, guys. One, from last week, Backrooms. Have I really formed an opinion? I don't know. That movie was bonkers. It was not what I expected. I literally had to Google it. I was like, what is this about? And then I felt dumb because I was like, oh, one of the themes that came up was just broader themes of mental health and being trapped in our own stuff. The more I think about it, the more I just liked Obsession better. I really enjoy watching A20. Is it A21 or A24? Do I keep calling it A21? Oh my. I kind of feel like I can copy and paste my review of an A24 film on any A24 film. I'm like, wow, that was intense and kind of insane. Like, I liked it. It feels like we are mostly just vibes. That's kind of how I feel about Backrooms. As I was saying, I am just over 80% through My Murder. And this book is so good. And what's crazy is I was almost going to DNF it. I was almost going to call it quits because it does. I don't know if it starts off truly as slow as I think it does, or if it is more of a I just wasn't super in the mood when I started it, so it felt slower. This book, I'm realizing, is a bit different than how I described it initially. We're still following our main character, Louise, who is a mom and a wife, and she did get murdered. And she is indeed brought back by, in the book, what is called the Recomposition Commission, I believe it's called. And this is a sector of the government that essentially clones people who have been killed and brings them back. They use their cells from their original body and being. They have their same memories, but I guess they're like a different physical body. That is the speculative fiction, kind of like sci-fi light of the novel, is that this is one of the major concepts in the book. Alongside that, it does talk a bit about how their approach to justice is a bit different. In this instance, right, Louise is supposedly killed by a serial killer, and her and the other women who were murdered and then brought back to life meet once a week for group therapy, basically to process their experiences. And Louise gets an opportunity with one of the other members of the group. They get to speak to the man who murdered him before he goes into, I forget what the book calls it, but essentially his sentence will be him going into a coma under stasis, where he is receiving treatment that essentially teaches him how to experience empathy. And prior to being put under for that sentence, so like if his sentence is 50 years, he is in this coma receiving this treatment on how to be an empathetic human for 50 years. Prior to this treatment, they put him on medication that allows his brain to, come on, Taco. Prior to going into this empathy coma, if you will, he is receiving treatment that allows his brain to experience empathy. And so Louise and this other character get an opportunity to go and speak with him, and he's being empathetic and very transparent of like, hey, I murdered y'all, right? And now I'm having these feelings and I feel bad about it. Cut two, he looks at Louise and he's like, I killed her. I don't know who you are. So in this moment, Louise is finding out she was not killed by the serial killer. And this sets her on the quest to figure out who it was who killed her. I am so far really enjoying it. There's a bit of dark humor. There's also this extra layer of the societal part of the speculative fiction aspects of this book. Besides Louise processing that she was dead and came back to life, and how do you integrate that, and also who killed me, there is this layer of exploring how society views just the recomposition process, essentially the cloning process. You have people who, of course, want to bring their loved ones back and are very excited about it. You also have people who think, hey, this is science taking it too far. You know, this is creepy and weird, as I think most of us would feel if the government started cloning people who died and then inserting them back into their previous lives. There's also the political piece, right? Who is of value to be brought back using this procedure? And of course, the book is referencing, you know, they brought back an athlete who overdosed, but he's really good at soccer, so he's the priority, right? What makes the book really spooky, at least to me, is thinking if this was something we did, of course we would be bringing back random athletes or abusers. Like, look at where we're at in society. Like, probably be doing that. Is this maybe mirroring a bit too close? It's also really interesting, too, just from the criminal justice aspect portion. You know, we have this person who's clearly committed a lot of harm. He's a serial killer, and we're locking him up and also giving this treatment where the punishment is this person's going to feel the full spectrum of empathy for what they've done. Which, of course, if somebody murdered you, I'm sure you would say, F that, I would throw them under the jail. But also to truly feel the empathy for causing that type of harm is its own different type of punishment. Overall, this book is really good. This is probably going to be one of my most memorable books of the year. The book is written from the first person perspective of Louise, but there are some shorter chapters that are a bit of a tangent. The book is alluding to maybe she suffered from some postpartum depression, so it goes a bit into some of her mindset during that time, and just you get more chapters of our main character really in her head, which just adds a layer of depth to the book that makes it really interesting. And I'm dying to figure out who actually killed her. If not the serial killer, then who? This book is definitely, if not a 5-star, it's going to be very close. And I'm excited to finish it. Still in the works on what I'm going to watch this afternoon. And I'm really going to take it easy because even though this was supposed to be a deload week for me, because we have plans next weekend, we're going out to, I think it's called the Santa Fe Dam, where a whole group of us, my family is going. We're going to spend the day by the water. So it's not an ideal day to run 14 miles. So I swapped my long runs, and this week I'm doing a 14-mile run, which isn't too bad, but I still have to map out my route. I do want to see if I can make it around the Silver Lake Loop this week. That said, it's time to lock in, enjoy this coffee. I'm going to do a bit more reading. I'm going to see how long my Kindle is telling me it will take me to finish this book. So I think I'm going to finish the book, pick a movie, put a pizza in the oven, lay out my stuff. All the works. Anyway, objective for the afternoon: vibing, relaxing, maxing, finishing this book. Also important for me to finish this book because I have all of these books that are coming through on my holds. I have like 4 other books in my Libby app that are telling me are here, that I have borrowed, that I need to read. And the time I just finished my murder. I just finished the book. I'm so shook. I did not see that ending coming at all. I might have to give this book 5 stars. I really didn't expect that. I'm gonna need to sit with that for a minute. We're 3.5 miles in, and I'm stopping for my first gel. I did figure out my mileage, and I am able to go around the Silver Lake Reservoir instead of my usual route around Echo Park. I'm really excited to change things up, get some new scenery. I haven't done a run around this park in a long time, so I'm actually really excited for it. This run, I'm supposed to be practicing some race day like pace work. We might just have to throw that out the window simply because this route has a lot of elevation. Like where I'm at right now in Sunset, I just got up a very big hill, and I think I have to do several more little hills to get up to the reservoir. And I'm in the middle of like the fast block, and it's not happening. Those paces are not happening uphill. That's a hard part about where I live in the city, is it is very hilly. So when I have to do pace work, I'm picking between like a boring flat route with at least one hill or a much more fun route that has multiple hills that I absolutely will not be able to maintain a pace up. So it is what it is. I am just going to focus on doing what I can, going hard in the flatter sections, just getting the mileage in. And enjoying the ride. I'm really excited to have some new scenery and to take you along with me. And look at me actually fueling. I ordered my gels. I was going to use Tailwinds, but I'm hesitant to use Tailwinds the whole time in my training block because I'm not planning on doing my race with my handheld. So look at me actually practicing what I preach. Oh gosh, there's ants here. Yikes. Cheers. Oh my God, this hill is brutal. Like, we're not hitting pace goals going up this hill. But that's okay. That's okay. We're here for the adventure. Noted for next time. Oh man, look at this. It feels like I'm just going straight at almost like a 90-degree angle. I'm trying to pick up the pace. You know what? Screw it. I'm walking up the hill. It is what it is. You can walk on your long runs. The running police are not going to come out. This is insane. But let this be a lesson. You can walk on your long runs when you need to, and most certainly when you're going up a hill that is basically at a 90-degree angle. I'm about at the top, and this climb is insane. Like, look at that. I'm stopping now because I'm about to go down an equally as big hill, but we are at the Silver Lake Reservoir. I'll show you. You can actually see it from up here. So we went up this giant hill, and now we have to go back down. So noted for my run back, I'm going to have to do the same thing, but it is so beautiful. And I don't typically run to this part of Silver Lake, so I'm really excited to have the change of scenery. And you know, I know this run is supposed to be a long run with pace work, but right now we're really just enjoying the vibes, being out here. Despite the humidity, it's still a gorgeous morning. Hello, today is Monday and I am back to close out the vlog. Yesterday was so much fun. We loved the Spider-Man movie. I give it 5 stars, no notes. It was actually so good, and it's nuts, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel pretty 10 toes down on, I think I might be into Marvel now, and I'm excited to get more into the universe, the multiverse, whatever, and learn more of the lore, watch the movies, find my favorites. It was really just such a good time. Even Sloan was really into the movie. It was such a delightful family outing. It was so hot. LA has been in what feels like a never ending heat wave, and it's been way more humid than it usually is. We did take the metro, so it's not a far walk from the train stop downtown to the movies, but in that heat, it felt pretty brutal. So after the movie, we were really just trying to get our little snacks and treats and get home, which is why I didn't really vlog too much after the film. I will be definitely watching some more Marvel movies. I finished Iron Man 2, so I think next on my list for me to watch is Thor, and I definitely want to put it on sometime this week. It is now a new week. I feel like my to-do list has reset. It's somehow already almost 4, and I feel like this happens to me every weekday, especially every Monday, where I have these really high hopes I'm going to do all these things, and I don't get nearly as much done as I think I can. I've been pretty productive so far. I'm about to just hop in the shower, get back to some editing, make Sloan and I dinner, things like that. This week, I do plan on picking up the camera more to show a bit more about how I balance work from home life, training, parenting, all of that. Last week, I think I tried and got so overwhelmed that I just kind of fell off. But I'm going to make a more intentional effort this week and we will see how that goes. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time.